Lunch on the plaza with my lovely wife, Carol.
That doesn't look bad. That's what our view is. Our camera this thing looks like a giant fishbowl. Okay. Well, here we are in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
No, stop it.
Carol's going to do the
intro.
intro.
Stop it. Okay.
All right.
Good morning. We're here in Santa Fe. We've stopped at one of the Walmarts at the Electrify America station, wide open. But of course, the first charger we went to didn't work. So even though it was wide open, we had to move and go to a second one. But the charging was like gangbusters. And we went to 80%. The car's telling us we have 205 miles. And we had a great time in Santa Fe. We spent a couple of nights, and now we're headed to El Paso, where it's pretty hot. It's going to be in the high 80s. So do you want to tell them about the drive today?
Well, we got two stops, one in Santa Rosa and one in Carrizozo.
Which is fun to say. We've been saying.
Yes, we hope that's how it's
Carrizozo.
We hope that's how it's really pronounced.
Carrizozo.
It's a 6-hour and some odd minute trip today.
Is that inclusive of this stop?
No. And there'll be 30 minutes of charging along the way. One charge in Santa Rosa and one charge in Carrizozo. The Carrizozo charge is with a non-Electrify America charger or a brand that we normally do business with. So we'll see how that goes. The winds are expected to be high. That makes us a little nervous. But other than that, should be good.
New Mexico, whatever, advisories in all caps, wind warning, red alert. So it makes me nervous. I have a little more range anxiety.
Possible gusts up to 60 miles an hour. We'll charge a little bit more than we normally do. This charge here, we went from 34% to 81% in 19 minutes. So charging is going well, and we're going to get on our way. We're going to start up our camera here, which is our windshield camera, and we're going to be on our way. So Dan out for now. Are you out, Carol? Carol's out too.
Yep.
Carol's out.
I'm barely in.
Hi, we're Dan and Carol, and we're experienced road trippers. This year we bought our first EV, a 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5. Join us as we tour North America and learn to navigate the world of EVs. Okay, we are on our way. I guess we should put something in the navigation, like where we're going. So we're going to go to Electrify America in Santa Rosa. And we're going to, as long as we're still on this camera, we're going to go to our Apple CarPlay and do it this way. Let's see. Let's go. Take me to Electrify America in Santa Rosa, New Mexico.
Are we going to Roswell?
Getting directions to Electrify America.
Talk about that. Okay, it's an hour and 6 minutes. Not very far. We'll just do a little bump charge there. So we are on our way out of here. And we're going to go in eco mode today. And here we go. We're moving. Okay, things are not too dusty in here, although we've been in some pretty dusty climates here for a while now. I just rinsed off the car and washed the bugs off the windshield, which is definitely a good thing. I'm going to drop back and let that pickup truck go because apparently it wants to. I'm not sure what the real speed limit is here, even though it says it's 50. I'm not sure what you can get away with out here in New Mexico. They might be looking for people from out of state.
That's true.
That's nice. Consider taking a break. I guess I better put the auto steering on. Oh, road work ahead. It's funny how whenever I'm hand driving the car, it thinks I should take a break. You're not capable of driving. What does it just say that? You're a lousy driver. You get a fair amount of people coming up to say hi and look at the car, and a fair amount of them have them on order. So
I'm surprised how many people know. They say, "Oh, is that all electric?" They start with that question, so they must know something about this car.
I'm surprised that. Well, I'm not surprised, but anybody who doesn't own an Ioniq 5, their first words out of their mouth is, "It's so ugly." How could you
Who
like
says
it?
that?
Well, like all the Mach-E owners.
Oh.
So, you know,
It
beauty's in
takes a while to get used to the look, but now I like it. At first I thought it looked kind of...
I originally didn't like the looks of it either, but now I think it's pretty classic and timeless.
But the best part is, for road trips especially, it's so roomy and comfortable.
You can probably
It's
get
like
that
being
out
in
of
a
that.
Buick.
It's like being in a big fishbowl.
What's being in a big fishbowl?
The size of
yeah,
this cabin. It's
yeah.
like, oh, I don't have to see the other fish in here for a
But
while.
we're on day 7, and we've gone from Blaine to... You see that flashing light up there?
Yeah, I don't know what any of
That's
that
emergency
means.
vehicle. We've gone from Blaine to... or we're on our way to El Paso, so lots of miles in, and it doesn't feel... I'm not tired from being stuffed up in a car. It just feels very, very comfortable. There's room for all sorts of, you know, reading material and water bottles and stuff that you like to have handy, but it's out of view. There's good lumbar support. The back seat is huge, and yet it's kind of a small crossover SUV, right?
Yeah, it's I would say it's a medium-sized crossover. You know, it's kind of odd. I mean, when I was a kid, this would have been a compact car because, you know, your big Buicks were a full-size car, and then, you know, whatever step down from that was, it was a compact car.
One of the things that's nice about this car is you can lift this armrest. You can lift this armrest and slide this console. Is that what you would call this? Console back?
Yeah.
And then you're able to slide over to the other seat if you need to get out that way. For example, if somebody's setting up cameras.
Yeah. I really do love that feature because, I mean, I in a way I kind of miss this console area and the storage that might possibly be in it, but this is very handy. And there's a big area here that I think I might design some kind of case eventually, or bag that
this area down here.
Yeah, that can contain things a little bit better. But,
yeah, I agree.
But it is, you know,
there's always room for an aftermarket.
So, probably at the next stop, I'm going to lose this overshirt because we have reached 77 degrees on our external temperature.
I'm kind of looking forward to getting to sunny weather.
I think one of the interesting things about an electric vehicle is you're watching that battery percentage go down, you know, percent by percent by percent, or miles per miles, you know, mile by mile, however you look at it. In a gas car, the gauge doesn't move for a long time. A lot of times you get full, oh, up to 50 miles, I'm still on full, and then it slowly starts coming down. So for that first 50 miles, you don't know how much you've used, period. You know, it could be anything.
Well, and for someone like me who has range anxiety in an ice car, the way you drive, you go down all the way to E, and then lecture me about, oh, we're at 6,001 miles now on our car, on the odometer. You lecture me about how every car has a reserve gallon or so, and so that gives me anxiety. Here I see in great big numbers the car's estimate of 194 miles left. So it gives me, in some ways, this is better. It gives me more reassurance, even though those aren't actual miles.
Okay, we're in Santa Rosa at the Loves. We're gonna get charged up here at the Loves truck stop. We're gonna get a little love here and a little Electrify America at the same time. Carol's just been on a long Zoom call
And had continuous cell coverage.
for an hour in the middle of nowhere. It's like it's flat out here. And it is a bit windy. It's a little breezy.
Hold that?
No,
good. I'm gonna have to stop.
Will you take my hand, or will you let me go? Is this my last stand? Won't you let me know?
Not having an engine in the front gives people a lot of space, or gives designers a lot of space to do that. Some cars, like the Mach-E, they have Tesla, they have a little bit longer front end, which allows them to put a frunk up there.
Are you missing the big front?
I don't know, because nothing is safe in that trunk, in the front, because it doesn't really.
You mean in general in any cars? Is that what you
Well,
mean?
in general, on the cars that have frunks, they're not really safe because it just takes a 12-volt battery to get into those frunks. So.
Really, that's not part of the car that's locked?
Well, it is, but unfortunately, it's also where they store the 12-volt batteries. So, like on this car, there's no real reason to get in there. So it just has an internal trunk release or hood release to get into that area. In a Mach-E or a Tesla, that 12-volt battery's dead. You can't open that. So there's a little access door in the front bumper of all those cars. You have to open the access door, hook up a little 12-volt source to it, then it pops the hood release, then you can get into it. But like I said, it's not secure because anybody, for any reason, can pop that little access door, put a 12-volt battery on there, and open your frunk. So,
but the rest of the car remains secure. It's just the front that you can.
Well, yeah, the rest of the car is fine, but if you're storing anything in the frunk, then
I don't get it, I guess, but
Yeah.
we can talk about that later.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a strange thing. They don't. It's an odd deal.
So you're okay with the front being not so roomy because you wouldn't store anything of huge value in there anyway?
Well, not having a roomy frunk gives you more cabin size because you can stretch the cabin into that area.
Right. We can do cartwheels in here.
And then also, I have enough storage to store our charger and our 12-volt jump cable if we ever need it. Anything that we really need for storage. Got somebody going 40 and a 50 here, so we're going to have to.
Will you hold me close? Baby, if you stay, you'll fill my soul. 'Cause you're all the beauty that I found. I feel you in the breeze. Yeah, when the moment comes around, baby, please don't leave. I need you now, more than ever. I need you now, more than ever.
we are in Carrizozo. I love saying that, Carrizozo. And we are trying a new kind of charger. Francis Energy. Oh, will it work? Carrizozo.
Carrizozo.
I love that name.
We're in the Italian town of Carrizozo, New Mexico.
But
Charging
well,
up.
it's probably more likely a Spanish word, don't you think?
I think so.
But it is otherwise known as the middle of nowhere.
And as you can see, we've initiated charging. It's relatively expensive and it's relatively slow, but it's going to get us to El Paso. So,
And it's the only game in town.
and we're going to be here for 53 minutes. For us, that is
In a long time.
an eternity.
Definitely dependable and working along at the advertised speed. And
Yeah.
we're going to be up to 90% in the next 4 minutes, but
I didn't
it took,
think that
how long was the total time? 50 minutes?
they said it was going to take 54 minutes to get to 90%. It seems like it's gone faster than that, though.
Well, it's just because we always have a great time
We just
together.
have a great time together. I would say that when you said that it was kind of a hassle getting set up, it was no more of a hassle than buying something online where you have to enter your credit card,
Well, and you know, with most of the, to be honest, with most of the,
where you have an account. It's
yeah,
faster.
most of them we set up the account, so it's pretty much the same information as setting up an account. It's just doing it at one time only.
And doing it at a charger in the wind instead of
And
at
if we
home.
end up frequenting these chargers on our trip a lot, then we'll go ahead and sign up for an account. We have been pushing on our trip here a 30-mile-an-hour quartering headwind, so we've been drinking the electrons pretty fast here. And
What's a quartering headwind?
a quartering headwind is when it's not directly, you're not directly driving into it. It's coming. In this case, it's coming from our right fender, sort of.
So at a 45-degree angle.
Sort of that direction right there. So as we go this direction, we're not getting the effect of the whole 30 mile an hour, but we're probably getting 17, you know. So we're drinking the energy pretty well, and only getting 2.4 kilowatt or 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So that is pretty low, not the lowest I've seen. On some of the steeper stretches, we were seeing 1.9 when the speed limit was 80 miles an hour. We were driving 85. This was out in Utah, and it was pretty steep. So we were getting 1.8, 1.9 in there. So
We have 146 miles to go to our hotel in El Paso.
yeah, in 1 minute we're going to be done here. I'm going to go shut off, and the good news is we got 146 miles, but we also have 217 miles of range right now, so we're good. I'm going to go shut off. We're going to get out of here. Now we'll see what it costs. $20.47 is what it costs us here at the Francis Energy Chargers at Carrizozo. So we are on to El Paso. We'll talk with you later.
I wanna go somewhere far away. I wanna go where they don't know my name. Get out of town, 'cause I can't take no more. In this old town, it's got nothing left for me. All I've got are these broken memories. This new road, I finally broke it free. I'm getting restless, waiting for my day to go. I've been talking about leaving for way too long. The only thing left to do is pack up my bag and run. I to Tennessee. Moonlight to sound is everything I need. But this road's still calling me. I'm getting restless, waiting for my day to come. I've been talking.
Corazozo to El Paso results, 2.7 miles per kilowatt. Ride with 17%, started with 90. Really windy.
Back up and back and run. I'm getting restless. I'm getting restless. I'm getting restless. I wanna go somewhere far away. See, I wanna go where they don't know my name. Get out of town, 'cause I can't take no more. Get out of town, yeah, 'cause I can't take no more.
Yes. Left. Next one. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 lights and take a right. At the fourth light. 1. So we're going to be taking a right.
What's the name of the street?
I think Stanton.
I don't understand how they're going to give us parking down
Tax.
here.
Oh, it's tech. We'll be taking a right on Texas. Not this light, but the next. It must be that low brick building. Is that Stanton a one-way street?
Yep, looks like it.
That's 201. So it must be that white building up there.
I'm good at, what does it say?
No parking.
Loading zone, commercial vehicles. Okay, so
Just get in front of that white truck.
it looks like that's valet parking right there.
Well, do you want me to get out and figure it out? And you'll find a temporary spot?
Yeah,
Okay.
be careful getting out.
What if it is only valet parking? Can we just go to that parking lot over there?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's,
Join us next time as we leave El Paso, headed for Fort Stockton, and we venture off course 60 miles from the closest charger in any direction to Marfa, Texas.